Today, we're diving into something we all think about: how to get smarter, how to get sharper, how to unlock the full potential of this crazy thing we call the brain. We're talking 10 proven steps, the kind of stuff that scientists and doctors are all pointing to that can actually boost your brain power. We're not talking about some quick fix snake oil BS here. This is about making real changes, building sustainable habits that are going to upgrade your cognitive abilities and keep your mind firing on all cylinders for years to come. So, if you're ready to unlock a sharper, more powerful version of yourself, we're about to break down each of these steps, dive deep into the science behind them, and give you actionable advice on how to incorporate them into your daily life. First up, we're starting with something I'm always banging on about: exercise. Yeah, I know you've heard it a million times, but there's a reason for that. It's not just about looking good in the mirror, it's about feeding your brain. When you get that blood pumping, when you push yourself physically, you're actually increasing blood flow to the brain. That means more oxygen, more nutrients, and that's what those brain cells crave. It's like giving your brain a shot of espresso. And it's not just about the immediate boost either. Regular exercise, we're talking consistently getting after it, actually helps stimulate the growth of new brain cells, particularly in the hippocampus, the area responsible for memory and learning. So what are we talking about here? Intense cardio, heavy lifting? Honestly, it doesn't have to be that complicated. Find something you enjoy, something sustainable, whether it's hitting the gym, going for a run, swimming, whatever gets you moving. The key is consistency. Make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. Your brain will thank you for it. Now, let's talk about food, because what you put into your body directly affects how your brain functions. You can't expect to run your brain on a diet of sugar and processed rubbish. It's like putting cheap gas in a Ferrari. It's just not going to perform at its best. So what does a brain-boosting diet look like? Think whole foods, real food, the kind of stuff our ancestors ate. We're talking fruits and vegetables packed with antioxidants that protect your brain from damage. We're talking healthy fats like those found in avocados, nuts, and fatty fish. That's your omega-3s, critical for brain health and function. And don't forget about water. Staying hydrated is crucial for keeping everything running smoothly. Think of your brain like a sponge. A dehydrated brain is a shrunken, sluggish brain. Keep that thing hydrated. We've moved the body, we've fueled the brain. Now it's time to challenge that thing. Just like a muscle, your brain needs to be worked out to stay sharp. We're talking about mental stimulation, pushing your cognitive limits, and keeping your mind engaged. Think of it like this. If you sit on the couch all day watching reality TV, your brain is basically just atrophying. But if you challenge it with puzzles, brain games, reading, learning new skills, you're building new neural pathways, you're strengthening those connections, and you're increasing your cognitive reserve. And the best part is, there are endless ways to challenge your mind. Pick up a new hobby, learn a new language, play a musical instrument, start a creative project. The key is to find something that excites you, something that pushes you outside of your comfort zone. Recharging your battery, the power of quality sleep. Now, this next one is crucial, and it's something a lot of people underestimate. Sleep. I'm talking about deep, restful, quality sleep. This isn't just about resting your body, it's about giving your brain a chance to recharge, to clear out toxins, to consolidate memories, and to prepare for the day ahead. When you're sleep deprived, your brain is basically running on fumes. Your cognitive function takes a nosedive, your memory suffers, your focus goes out the window, and you become way more susceptible to stress and anxiety. So, how much sleep do you actually need? Most adults need around 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. And I'm not talking about passing out on the couch after a few beers. I'm talking about creating a consistent sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up around the same time each day, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, and making sure your sleep environment is dark, quiet, and refreshing. Managing stress for a clearer mind. All right, let's talk about stress for a minute, because this is a big one. We all experience stress. It's a natural part of life. But when stress becomes chronic, when it's constant and unrelenting, it can wreak havoc on your brain and your overall health. Think about it. When you're stressed out, your body goes into fight or flight mode. Your heart rate and blood pressure increase, your cortisol levels spike, and your brain gets flooded with stress hormones. This is great if you're facing down a saber-toothed tiger, but not so much when you're just trying to get through your inbox. So, what can you do about it? Well, there are a ton of stress management techniques out there, and what works for one person might not work for another. The key is to find what works for you and to make it a regular part of your routine. Meditation, mindfulness, yoga, spending time in nature, exercise. These are all great ways to lower stress levels and give your brain a much-needed break. Connect and engage. The power of social interaction. Humans are social creatures. We're wired for connection, for interaction, for engagement with others. And it turns out that social interaction is not just good for our emotional well-being, it's also incredibly beneficial for our brains. Think about it. When you're engaging in meaningful conversations, when you're challenging your mind with different perspectives, when you're laughing and connecting with others, you're stimulating your brain, you're keeping it active and engaged. So make an effort to connect with others on a regular basis. Spend time with loved ones, join a club or group, volunteer in your community. These social interactions are like mental workouts. They help keep your brain sharp, agile, and firing on all cylinders. Let's talk about water for a second. I know it's not exactly the hottest topic, but trust me, it's important. Your brain is about 80% water, and even slight dehydration can have a significant impact on cognitive function. Think about it. Water is involved in every single bodily function, including brain function. It helps transport nutrients to the brain, it flushes out toxins, it helps regulate temperature, and it plays a crucial role in nerve signaling. So, how much water should you be drinking? The general rule of thumb is to drink half your body weight in ounces of water per day. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you should aim to drink around 75 ounces of water per day. And if you're sweating a lot, exercising intensely, or spending time in hot weather, you'll need to drink even more. All right, let's talk about something a little more serious. Alcohol and drugs. Look, I'm not here to preach or judge anyone's lifestyle choices, but I think it's important to be honest about the impact that these substances can have on your brain, especially in the long term. Alcohol is a neurotoxin, meaning it's toxic to brain cells. Now, I'm not saying you can never enjoy a beer or a glass of wine, but excessive alcohol consumption over time can lead to a whole host of problems, including memory loss, cognitive decline, and even brain damage. And as for drugs, well, that's a whole other can of worms. Different drugs affect the brain in different ways, but generally speaking, they interfere with the brain's natural communication systems, leading to a range of cognitive and behavioral problems. One of the most amazing things about the human brain is its plasticity. That means it's constantly changing, adapting, and rewiring itself based on our experiences. And one of the best ways to keep your brain young, healthy, and sharp is to embrace lifelong learning. Think about it. When you learn something new, whether it's a new language, a new skill, or even just a new piece of information, you're creating new neural pathways in your brain. You're strengthening those connections and increasing your cognitive reserve. And the best part is, learning doesn't have to be boring. It can be anything that piques your interest, anything that challenges you, anything that gets you excited. Read books, take classes, attend workshops, travel to new places, explore new hobbies. The possibilities are endless. Let's talk about supplements for a moment. Now, I'm not a doctor, so I can't give medical advice, but I can tell you that there are certain supplements that have been shown to support cognitive function and brain health. One of the most well-known and well-researched supplements is omega-3 fatty acids. These are essential fats that our bodies can't produce on their own, so we need to get them from our diet or from supplements. Omega-3s are crucial for brain health, and studies have shown that they can improve memory, focus, and overall cognitive function. Another popular supplement is ginkgo biloba, an herb that's been used in traditional Chinese medicine for centuries. Ginkgo biloba is thought to improve blood flow to the brain, which can enhance cognitive function and memory. So there you have it. 10 proven steps to a smarter, sharper mind. And remember, it's not about trying to do everything at once. Start with 1 or 2 steps that resonate with you, and gradually incorporate more as you go. The key is consistency. Make these steps a part of your lifestyle and watch as your cognitive abilities soar. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on living your best life. Stay sharp and see you next time.